Hello, everyone, and welcome in to our first RedHawk Football Weekly for this 2024 season. I'm Steve Baker, the voice of the RedHawks. Miami opened the season Saturday at Northwestern and dropped a 13-6 decision to the Big Ten's Northwestern Wildcats. RedHawks have a bye week this week and will host the Cincinnati Bearcats next Saturday. And that'll be a noon kickoff. We'll be on the air on the Miami Sports Network beginning at 11 o'clock. Joined by the head coach of the Miami RedHawks, Chuck Martin. And Coach, pretty much a game that we expected. Really hard fought. Both teams battling in the trenches. Inconsistencies, I guess, offensively, maybe defensively, against a really good Big Ten team. I mean, Northwestern has the athletes to compete. Really the difference in the game, but really a hard-fought, great effort by your team, I thought.
Yeah, it's not dissimilar to the game we had 2 years ago there. We ended up pulling one out 17-14 late. It was set up kind of the same way. 2 years ago, yards were hard to come by on both sides of the balls. A very quick game. It was a 9-possession game, like we always say. So that alone is going to make it low scoring. They were huddling. They take their time. Both teams went on some time-consuming drives. Didn't really get much out of them.
Right.
Because defenses stiffened and did a good job. But it's kind of what we expect. We knew they were really good on defense. We knew they want to run the ball and try to throw it over heads. Our inconsistencies offensively, we ran the ball times effectively, but not consistent enough. And credit to Northwestern's defense, like we said, they're good, and they made it hard on us. We knew it was going to be hard on us. Passing game, again, we did some nice things. We moved the ball in the air at times, but again, the inconsistencies, we didn't. We had a couple misfires throwing. We had a couple balls that could have been caught. We did not catch. They would have been really good catches, but to win in that venue, you got to go in there, make some spectacular plays, and then, we protected good for the most game. We threw the ball a lot, but there's times that we were rushed and hard, and we took some sacks that put us out of drive. So when you only have 9 possessions, like we talked during the media, like 5 of our 9 possessions, we moved the ball into Northwestern's territory. We got 6 points, and we got to get more than those 6 points in those possessions.
Yeah.
Right down the last one, we were down in there, have a chance to tie the game. So we put ourselves right where we wanted to be. 3-3 at halftime, we were feeling fantastic.
Right.
This is where we want to be. They know it's a game. Now we got to try to finish them off the 30 minutes. We did not play good football in the third quarter. That's where they won the game. That was our only bad quarter defensively. We did not play well. We played tremendous defense in the first, second, and fourth quarters. But in the third quarter, we gave up 2 drives. And credit to Northwestern, but there's some mistakes on our end that had nothing to do with Northwestern that we're disappointed. And then tried to make a comeback in the fourth quarter and got one of the scores back and had a chance to get the other score back and threw the interception at the end. So I would say that the good thing for me is very, very upset group of players and coaches, not pouting, not sad, not even disappointed, just mad.
Yeah.
Disappointed is when you're not sure you can win, and then you almost have a chance to win. You're kind of disappointed. Mad is when you went to Northwestern to win a game and you thought it was right there for the taking, and you did a lot of things to put yourselves in position to win it, but you didn't do, we knew it was going to be a 1 or 2, 3 play game, and they made a few more plays. We've said it many times. We made a few more plays, MAC championship game. We made a few more plays in Toledo and pulled it out. That's what you have to do. We put ourselves in position and we didn't do it. And getting the ball in the plus territory and not getting points, really is what cost us an opportunity to win that game.
Brett Gabbert's first game back as quarterback after suffering the terrible injury last year, and overall looked like Brett Gabbert. Put the ball in tight windows at times, and was under duress all day long. You got to give Northwestern a lot of credit for that. They do what they do. They're big and fast, and they put pressure on him. But for the most part, again, it looked like Brett Gabbert out there.
Yeah, it was a battle. I mean, their strength. We knew going in, strength of their team was their front and their linebackers. And they are really good at getting after the quarterback. I thought our O-line battled their tails off. At times, we did not get it done. We did not protect. We were in a plus territory. Had an easy field goal, and we got sacked, and we had to try a 50-yarder. That cost us. But our battle was in. A lot of times, we did protect Brett, but he was under duress, like you said, most of the game, and we knew that. You'd like to have the lead at the end, so you're not fourth quarter dropping back as much as we did. He got hit a lot in the fourth quarter, but we also made some plays. But our guys battled their tail off. Brett was as competitive as ever. Was he a little rusty? Probably a little rusty. He hasn't played much live football in the last, 10 or so months. But I think as the game went on, he got less and less rusty. I think each week he'll feel better and better and feel more like himself. But the compete level and everything, and made, like you said, made a bunch of tough throws. There's a couple of throws that were uncharacteristic of him that we'd like to have back, but overall is very pleased with his first game back.
Very good. 13-6 was the final score at Northwestern, and as we go to our highlights, courtesy of the Big Ten Network, we'll start with Miami trailing 3-0 to Northwestern. Second quarter, RedHawks have the ball, 1st and 10 at their 19-yard line, and Dylan Downing, the transfer, gets his first carry.
Yeah, good push up front, good hole, good physical run by Dylan. And again, like I said, we got some things done in run game. There was some nice holes. There was some hard yards. Our backs did run good at times. And that was a nice 1st and 10 play.
3rd and 5, you talk about tight windows. Javon Tracy, nice catch.
Yeah, good throw, good catch, good finish. And again, that's if you think you're going to be wide open on 3rd down, you're not going to be. We talk about making contested plays. Really nice throw, really good protection, and a really nice catch by Javon with the guy draped all over him.
Yeah, draped all over him. You'll see one more look at it here as he has the guy all over him right there and still makes the catch. Then another 3rd down, this one 3rd and 10. This time Cade McDonald, a little wheel route out there, wide open for the catch.
Yeah, again, good protection. Right at time, got to his second read. Cade, we got a little rub there, and Cade got open, and he put it on for a big chunk play.
You're in plus territory as you take a look at that catch again by Cade McDonald as you get it down to the 38-yard line of Northwestern, and this is Kevin Davis out of the backfield.
Yeah, great job. Great throw by Brett. Good job by KD Hall, and really good perimeter blocking there. Reggie Virgil and Andre Johnson doing a great job on the perimeter, getting the ball down to plus territory.
This is Keon Mosey. Didn't have a great day, but found a hole here for 6.
Yeah, really good patient run. Physical again. There's tons of positives. It's just very, very frustrating day at the end of the day.
Yeah, you couldn't get it any further than this. And Dom Jobin, nice to see him back on the field. 43-yard field goal, his first career field goal.
Yes, second team All-League punter a couple years ago. Now he's kicking field goals, so great to have Dom back.
Northwestern's next possession, they fumble the ball away. A little miscommunication between the quarterback and the center, and it bounces off his chest, and Brian Ugu is there for the recovery.
Yeah, Brian had a huge day for us. Was tremendously disruptive. Does a great job. They're trying to shift. The snap comes out early. Brian does an unbelievable job of finding his way because he wasn't the first guy there, but he finds a way to scoop it up and get the ball for our offense.
And again, you get it in plus territory, but a sack means that you have to try a 50-yarder. Dom Jobin here into a little bit of a lake breeze toward that south end zone. He got a lot into it, but just short on this.
Yeah, the key is the 3rd down play. We took a big sack on 3rd down and took points off the board, really. It should be 6-3 right now, and we should have tons of momentum early second quarter.
You get the ball back late in the half. Another miscommunication between Mike Wright and his center. They had it 2nd and goal. Went to the hurry-up, which I didn't understand. It was late, 90 seconds or so to go in the half, and they go for it, fumble it away, and Matt Salopek, diving into that huddle, by the way, comes up with the fumble.
Yeah. Went over the top, and somehow, I don't know how he got, just great players make great plays. We talked about that on media, that you got to make some more great plays to beat a Northwestern. Good job getting out of the hole. We got a really good push there. Jordan Brunson moved the pile, but we had a really good push across the front. Then we got to get out of the hole, otherwise they're going to have a short field before the half. And then we get a nice big hole there, and Brunson stays front side on the run, does a good job of chasing the center and stays front side. And you see a really good push by our offensive line, a gaping hole. And again, that was huge because they were going to have a short field. And we were kicking into that slightly. It wasn't a big breeze, but we've been kicking. And so good job getting it out. And you get to halftime and you feel great at this point that, you're 3-3. You just got a great stop. You just got out of the hole and didn't give them another opportunity. You're getting the ball to start the second half. And anytime you go and play, one of these Power 4 teams, you just want to be in the game at halftime.
Right.
And now you got a chance at 30-minute sprint to try to find a way to get a big victory.
Yeah, and you used 4 different backs during the game. Brunson, Dylan Downing, you had Keon Mosey, Kevin Davis out there at times. And that was the game plan, trying to run the football, sustain a drive, and use the pass when you can. Success at the time, like that last run, Will Jados did a great job of sealing that hole inside for Jordan Brunson. At the half, had you talked about trying to establish the run a little bit more in the second half, or what was the game plan?
Yeah, we were going to try. When we were trying to run, we're always trying to run the ball.
Sure.
So that's who we are. We like to run the ball and use play action. So, yeah, no, we're always trying to run the ball at Miami, and that's why the game was so short, because they're trying to run the ball at Northwestern.
Yeah,
makes for a quick game. So the biggest thing, like for us offensively, did we get enough done in the run game? We probably did. What we didn't do is we didn't get any chunk plays in the pass game, you know, and we had one short throw to Cade that he turned into a big chunk play. That was it for the whole game. They did a great job of making all our throws be short and intermediate throws, and you play a team, it's going to be hard to drive the ball. You're not going to go in there and just run the ball down their throat or just dinking around the whole game, and that's what good defense do. That's what our defense does. They don't give a big play. So that's really the story for us offensively, is find a way. We had some opportunities. We had a double move open. We couldn't get it off, you know. So another time we had a one-on-one post, they covered it pretty good, you know. So it's, you know, those are the things that we got to keep getting better. It's harder the better teams you play. It's harder to do those things, but you got to make a couple. And if we didn't need a ton, we just need one or two more, and you're in great shape.
3-3, your halftime score. We'll come back, talk about the second half when we return in just one moment.
Yeah.
Done with that pizza box, Krusty? Clean side gets recycled, greasy side gets trashed.
Make your recycling count. Rock.
Located in the heart of Butler County and only 13 miles from Miami University, the Courtyard by Marriott in Hamilton is the ideal location when traveling to the Miami campus. With modern style and spacious guest rooms, journey to relaxation at the Courtyard Marriott, a proud partner of Miami Athletics.
Welcome back to RedHawk Football Weekly. I'm Steve Baker, and along with head coach Chuck Martin, happy to have you with us this week. Again, Miami taking on UC a week from Saturday. That'll be the 14th at Yager Stadium, the final of the annual meetings between Miami and UC. We'll talk about the Bearcats in a bit, but right now, talking about the Miami game at Northwestern, 13-6 the final. The Wildcats with the victory over Miami, and it's 3-3 at the half, Coach. Northwestern comes out and find some things in that third quarter. You talked about the defense not playing as well in the third. They put a 10 spot on you on the third, and suddenly it's 13-3. What were you talking about on the sideline? You know, obviously still not out of it. You know, both teams have been playing, you know, inconsistently up until that point. But what were you talking about on the sideline after Northwestern scores on a couple of possessions?
Yeah, no, we're still in the game. We're down 10 points, and we got to get one score and one stop, and you got a chance to tie the game up. So, bad third quarter for us. We didn't do anything offensively to move the ball down and score points. We had the ball first. We had an opportunity. And then our defense, the only, you know, like I said, the first, second, fourth quarters, they were fantastic. The third quarter, we didn't play as good a defense. Their one touchdown drive they had all game, they had the ball about midfield, and we're in man coverage. We come out of man coverage, they flip the ball to the guy. It's just bad play by Miami. We had a guy spying the quarterback, and it cost us a huge 30-yard gain. And then the very next play, we cut another guy man loose, and we lose our spy guy who's spying the quarterback. Quarterback walks in for 20 yards. Well, he had scrambled around. We had been spying him. He hadn't heard us running the ball on quarterback scrambles. So, again, had an opportunity right away to punch him in the mouth offensively, done to get it done, and then they put together two drives, and credit to them, but there's some things that we'd like to have back on defense for sure, and then we went right back to the fourth quarter playing tremendous defense. So we're down 10, but we're still where we want to be.
Sure.
We're in a game on the road, fourth quarter. We got the stop. We got a nice drive down there, cut it to 7. Now we just need one stop. Let's go feeling like the last time we were there, we're going to go get them late.
We're going to go get the win,
We're going to tie it up and then try to get them late, you know. And we got the stop, and we put together a nice drive. We moved the ball down the field, then we threw the interception, and that obviously sealed the game. So at that point, I thought, hey, we could tie. There's a lot of time left. We have 3 timeouts left. Last time we were here, we stopped them 3 and out, drove down, kicked the game-winning field goal. So again, it's about execution, and we didn't execute in plus territory like we talked earlier today. Like, again, we had the ball down in position to get points, and we turned it over. So we had 2 field goals, a missed field goal, and two turnovers in plus territory. Well, that's in a hard-fought, low-scoring game, which we knew was going to be. That's the difference.
Let's go to the second half highlights, courtesy of the Big Ten Network. Mentioned that Northwestern had a 10 spot on the board in the third, so Miami trailing 13-3. Fourth quarter, 11:10 to go. Miami takes over at their 31. Reggie Virgil, call his name today. He takes a shot, but a 10-yard gain for a first down.
Yeah, good throw and catch, good protection. gets a drive started, gets it moving. We got to drive down. We got to get at least one score and make it a one-possession game. Great play here by Cade. Little short pass makes the first Northwestern guy miss, turns it into a chunk play, and Cade had a fantastic game for us.
And that brings up a first down. Miami gets nowhere on first down, but second down and 10 as you take again. Great run after catch here by Cade McDonald. He had 105 yards on receptions on the afternoon. Second and 10 here in plus territory at the 34-yard line, and has to scramble. I thought he was down on this play, but Brett comes out of there and again finds Cade McDonald and gets positive yardage and a roughing the passer call tacked onto this.
Yeah, huge play. Again, Brett ad-libbing, making something out of nothing, which he's done so many times in his career. He gets credit for being smart and accurate, but his ability in the pocket to find a way to get away from pressure and get us out of the down, or in this case, turn it into a positive play, and then they late hit him. So amazing play. Great job by Cade coming back to the ball, making a very tough contested catch.
Could get no closer, and Dom Jobin will come on from 26 yards and get his second field goal of the game and get Miami to within the touchdown here, make it 13-6, 26 yards good. He ends up 2 of 3 on the afternoon. 13-6, you get the ball. One final chance for Miami, 2:56 to go, 3rd and 6 at the 31. Andre Johnson, a transfer, makes a big play.
Yeah, first we got a Brett scramble.
Brett scramble here,
All right.
Yep, I'm sorry.
Yep, Brett doing a good job taking what they give him. Again, just unbelievable pocket presence. Very rarely do things go bad when he's in the pocket. Here he scrambles and gets us a positive game, gets the ball moving. Here's the 3rd and 6. Really good throw and catch by Andre. Good throw and catch by Brett. Gets a huge first down. We had plenty of time. We had 3 timeouts at this point. We were actually more of a mindset, let's not leave Northwestern any time to come back. We were kind of taking our time.
Reggie Virgil, a couple of catches here.
Yeah, really good job. Good read, good protection, good route, good catch. We're moving the ball. Again, I thought we were going to drive down and get down in, and we're going to have a chance to score a touchdown.
Again, at the 34-yard line here, again, it's Virgil a little deeper. Actually, that's the interception, excuse me, to end the drive. Reggie Virgil had a couple of catches there on first down, but you go to the well again, and you mentioned it. Reggie kind of hesitated here.
Yep.
Brett led him, and rather than throw it to the receiver, and Fitzgerald is right there for the interception.
Yeah, so tough way to end. Tough way to end. Like I said, loved our kids compete, loved our kids fight, loved our poise and confidence. You know, every year as we grow and grow as a program, like our kids went there expect to win a game. It wasn't false confidence. It wasn't, we're going to, upset the world. We're just going to go. We know they're a good team. We respect them. They're really well coached. They play really hard. They're physical. They're a Big Ten team, but we feel good about ourselves. We're going to go in there and try to wear them down and find a way to get them in the end. And credit Northwestern, their safety stepped in front of us and made a play at the end. We didn't execute in that situation, but loved our effort. Frustrating, disappointed, yeah. Irritated, yeah. There's things we could do better.
Sure.
And credit, like I said, some of it's Northwestern makes it hard, and yeah, even the plays on the highlights, they're all pretty contested. All these throws and catches are pretty contested. But our defense fought their tail off like they always do for 60 minutes and held them to 13 points and had some key stops when we needed them and put ourselves in position to win the game. So got a bye week, big physical game. We got a bunch of guys that are sore and beat up, but we'll be feeling pretty good come 2 weeks when we have a chance to play UC.
We'll talk about that when we come back with more. Again, the 13-6 final from Northwestern. We'll talk about the next opponent, the University of Cincinnati Bearcats, when we return.
Hey RedHawk fans, Miami is proud to partner with Rumpke Waste and Recycling to keep our campus clean and green. Make sure you recycle your bottles and cans at all Miami games. And make sure you are recycling everything you can at home. Visit rumpke.com.
And welcome back to our final segment of RedHawk Football Weekly. I'm Steve Baker, the voice of the RedHawks. Miami's next opponent, the University of Cincinnati Bearcats, September 14th at Yager Stadium, a 12 noon kickoff. Make sure you get there early. Things will be crowded at Yager Stadium. It's the last annual meeting between Miami and UC in the battle for the Victory Bell, as the two teams will not meet next year. So an opportunity to see a little history on the field in addition to a great football game. Make sure you plan to be there again next Saturday, the 14th at Yager Stadium. Go to MiamiRedHawks.com and get your tickets. Joined by head coach Chuck Martin, and coach, you mentioned it before the break, bye week this week. Get the little nicks and bruises and maybe a little bit more than nicks and bruises kind of healed up for the Bearcats. I know you don't like a bye week this early, but it does give you a chance to kind of really review the film and improve upon from 1 week to week 2.
Yeah, we always say there's a pro and con to everything.
Yeah.
It's early if you like to have later in the year where you're probably more beat up.
But yeah.
Having it before UC, getting 2 weeks to prepare for UC and the Battle of the Victory Bell, that's the positive.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge game for us. We know that. It's probably going to be the biggest, I don't know since when, you could probably tell me, Big, but this will be the biggest game at Jaeger in a long time.
A long time, yeah.
So
yeah.
definitely in my 10 years, there will be not another bigger game than this one.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing probably back to Ben's days is my guess. Maybe there was something between Ben and when I got here, but that you talk about, we won it for the first time in a long time, and we have it. Now we got him at home. We haven't had him at home very often.
Right.
I think we've had him at home twice in my 10 years.
Yeah.
We lost one COVID year, obviously, which was no one's fault. So it's a noon start, and it's going to be jam-packed. It's sold out, and it's going to be an environment. So like you said already, get there early, because if you try to arrive at game time, you're probably going to get there at halftime.
Yeah.
So please get there early. Get there early. Tailgate, breakfast tailgate at about 8 would be great, and hang out all day, and then. Obviously excited that it's going to be electric, and it's going to be an awesome day for Miami football.
I agree with you. UC a 38-20 win over Towson in their first game, and new quarterback, lots of new players, particularly on the defensive side.
Yeah, no, they got a bunch of transfers, and they stepping up the Big 12, and they're spending Big 12 money to get spent some money to get the quarterback from the guy who was starting quarterback in Indiana, and they stole a Big 10 starting quarterback. I used that term earlier, and everybody freaked out. I mean, whatever. This day and age, whatever. But they've got a lot of talented kids on that roster. They're really deep. Townsend game they got on Townsend early was 21-3 in the first quarter. They did a great job, in my opinion. They were 3 deep on defense in the first half, so they got a big lead like you'd like to in those games, and play a lot of guys, and they got a lot of young guys, experience, and game experience in first half game experience. So Townsend kind of got back in the game a little bit during that time, but then they pulled away again in the third quarter. So electric, quarterback's got a strong arm. We got a lot of tape on him from last week, but we also played in Indiana, so we got tape there too. Electric skill guys. Against Townsend, they just ran them off the ball, the big physical athletic up front. And then defensively, the run and hit, and their new system, they got a D corner from Iowa State. They run that 3-3-5, which is very unique. Most years you don't even see it unless you play Iowa State. It's very rare. It's very unique. But they hired one of their assistant coaches, and now that'll be different for our offense. And Kent ran it a little bit a couple years ago, but then didn't stick with it and got away from it. So. That'll cause its problem itself, but obviously super excited about the opportunity. They've got a big game with Pitt this weekend, so we'll be excited to watch that one live.
Watch it live in person.
Yeah, so it'll be a great challenge for us, but we're excited to have them at home, and we're excited it's going to be a huge day for Miami football.
We mentioned the bumps and bruises, getting those healed up. Just from watching the game, it didn't look like there was a whole lot of anything serious, but there are always guys you have to have a look at and make sure. But I think we came out fairly well. Yeah,
there's a couple MRIs we're waiting on that will determine whether kids will lose anybody for Cincinnati or not, but there's only a few. There's nothing seems to be major. That would, we may lose them for a week or two, but doesn't seem like it would be lost for the season, that type of deal. So we were pretty sore yesterday. A lot of guys had a hard time moving around the training room, but like I said, we got the bye week. We should be ready and be very healthy going into Cincinnati.
Coach, thank you. Appreciate it. Head Coach Chuck Martin joining us here on Hawk Talk. Again, Miami hosting Cincinnati on the 14th of September. Make sure you get there early for the noon kickoff. Myself and Terry Bridge will be on the air at 11 a.m. You get brunch with Bacon Bridge on the Miami Sports Network. Until then, Steve Baker, the voice of the RedHawks. Thanks for watching. Love and honor, everyone.